Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
M15 PCA.
And ATIP 454.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So I made the worst decision in my life. We went to go see Captain Marvel. And it was one of those rare situations where I wasn't spending any of my own money, but the opportunity arose. We saw it, and it's awful.
It's beyond awful. It's so bad.
It's the worst MCU movie.
It's bad.
It's better. It's better.
bad.
Even pre-MCU. It's even worse than Elektra, and that's saying something.
Yeah, it's definitely it's right there with Iron Man 3.
The new Fantastic Four.
The new Fantastic Four
by
from
Fox.
Fox. It is just so
Punisher
bad.
Warzone.
Yeah, Punisher Warzone.
Yeah.
It's just so bad.
It's awful.
Right off the top, Brie Larson. There was maybe a couple of times where it sounded like she was doing decent. There's a scene where she's starting to get her memories back, so she's calling back to Jude Law's character, and she's like, "I'm getting these memories, and I don't know, like, that's just the enemy planting fake memories in your head." But in that moment, she sounded a little believable.
But you know what? She's playing the victim. That's why.
She plays a great victim.
Yeah.
Because, again, if you watch her in The Room or whatever, that one where she was, like, trapped in the room and then she had to raise her son. Not the Tommy Wiseau room. But she did really well in that. I think that's where she shines. But as a superhero, as someone who's heroic, and she's not that.
No, it was... I felt like she was stuck between these two types of characters. She wanted to play like a super jokester, but also wanted to be this like noble warrior
Soldier person.
She can't balance the two. She has no idea what she's doing on that.
It was horrible.
It's just, things just flash in my mind. She had the flashback when she was like a little girl and she's riding the go-kart. And you're a girl. Girls can't ride go-karts.
You can't go so fast or something like that.
Yeah.
So she smashes into some hay bales, and then it's like a NASCAR crash. This thing goes flipping in the air, and she wasn't going 5,000 miles an hour.
Okay.
She's going maybe 10.
This was probably happening in the mid-'80s, mind you. This isn't happening in the 40s or 30s. They wouldn't tell us
like
that.
how Agent Carter had to go through
Yeah,
that.
but that made sense in that show, because that was the 40s.
And then, like, she's all busted up and everything, and then you find out later the guy yelling at her is her father.
Right after that, man, this looks like a horrific accident, not a little accident. She's flipping like her car was going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, her go-kart was flipping through the air, and the dad's like, "You shouldn't have been out there." Not even saying, "Are you okay, honey?"
Honey, are you okay? Are you all right?
What's everyone's, as a parent, their first reaction would be, what happened to my child? Oh my gosh, I need to find out if you're okay.
Oh, she's always doing these stupid things and getting hurt.
Yeah. Now, maybe afterwards when you got home and you knew everything was fine, then you might say, "Hey, honey, maybe you shouldn't have been," but not at that moment.
Exactly.
Then it shows her in the Air Force, and they're doing the rope thing, and everyone's laughing at her. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what would happen in the military.
Yeah,
Everyone's just, "Oh, that stupid girl." Let's all laugh at her. She falls, a pretty horrific fall. It's in the trailers, you see it.
Yeah.
And then they're so laughing at her.
No.
Then, there's, she's having all these, weird flashbacks, going singing karaoke and stuff, and then one of the other pilots there is like, "Oh, you know why they call it a cockpit?" And it's like,
that's what she remembers. And men just saying these horrible things to her. Like, no.
And there are still things even in the 90s where people did that motorcycle guy. Oh,
yeah.
Smile, sweetheart.
Yeah, there's another person, and then she steals his motorcycle and she steals some clothes. So if a man is not nice to you, you can steal his stuff and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Devontae, let's say something good. Some of the graphics looked okay.
It looked okay.
Yeah, when they're flying around and stuff, and I think the lady who played what's her name, Monica, her friend.
Her friend, yeah,
she did all right, I guess, and of course, Sam Jackson's always doing well, except for he was a complete goofball idiot.
Yeah, and that was never him.
Fury, the moron. Fury, the freaking idiot.
He never acted like that in any other Avengers movies. Never.
He had moments of kind of coolness when he's like, "Everyone calls me Fury, no matter what." So okay, he's kind of have a bad A kind of mill to it, and then he's playing with the freaking cat for
He's
30
constantly
minutes.
playing with this cat, and they'll was like, "Oh, the cat was a breakout star." Okay, I don't care about spoilers, but okay, so you find out the cat's really like this alien thing that has tentacles in its mouth. It doesn't do anything. It eats a couple of dudes, walks around, eats the Tesseract, and that's all it does.
Yeah,
and then he sees the cat do this, and then he decides to put the cat near his face after that. I won't have that thing near me after that.
And then that's how he loses his eye. So when he told Captain America, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye, it was because of the cat.
Yeah.
So taking any drama out of that scene,
And
it's all gone.
And you remember, Crimson, you were telling us a little earlier, he lost his eye helping people in Vietnam.
Yeah.
That
It
was more
it was
dramatic,
the Howling
that is.
Commandos, I
He's
believe.
coming
Yeah,
out.
hasn't that kind of it's diminishing that now.
The nothingness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the nothingness.
He was a Vietnam veteran. He fought in the Cold War. He was a bad A. But even before all this, he was a guy that you didn't want to mess with.
Again, I know people made the distinction. It was it's like Lethal Weapon. He's done. He's
Yeah.
I'm too old for this thing.
And Dan Glover, yeah.
Which works for that character, Martaw. It works for him.
Yeah.
But Nick Fury's supposed to be this awesome, cool, great, amazing guy. He was a goofball all the way up to this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
A
That's
silly
what they're saying.
idiot.
Oh
And
my god.
He's supposed to be on the same level as like Frank Castle. in
Oh yeah,
series.
like because they fought together. So
Yeah.
cool. You
Yeah.
see a lot of cool Nick Fury Punisher stuff. It's so cool because he doesn't. Frank Castle doesn't take any of his crap.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't respect Shield. Doesn't respect any of that. But he'll respect Nick Fury, the man.
Yeah, and
I love it.
that's why I wish this movie had.
See, none of that.
Because how cool would it be? Okay, you're worried about the Skrull. They can be anyone. Who would I trust more than anyone? Would it be Frank Castle?
Yeah, and
For
I
Nick?
would know him. But of course, they can't connect anything to any of the
Yeah.
TV shows. But so in that first, we find out that she's like helping. She's part of this group. They keep calling her like Verse or something. So I guess her memory was wiped or whatever. It's just the whole film's so forgettable. I just watched it. I just walked out of it, and I don't remember
It's
anything.
It's so terrible. It's so terrible.
So they were basically using her, and the whole backstory, everything with Captain Marvel. They just threw it all out the window.
Yeah, they went
Apparently,
fresh.
she got her powers from the Tesseract. She was flying that experimental space
spaceship.
thingy. He got shot down. Jude Law's character, I think he's supposed to be Owen Raw or something. She shoots the Tesseract to like destroy it because she's not going to let this alien guy get it. Then like the blueberry flavor hit her, and then that's what gives her powers.
Yeah. So basically, they're saying she has unlimited power.
Her power comes from the Tesseract.
Good
Yeah.
question. If this is a highly experimental thing that the Air Force was doing, why weren't they on top of that in 10 seconds? Why weren't the military right there? Oh, they crashed and they rushed down there.
Yeah.
None of that.
There's
of
a
that.
lot of stupid crap that happens.
This
in this
makes
film.
no sense.
But so she ends up they go to a planet. They're supposed to get some scrolls to pick up some secret agent, but they get ambushed. She gets captured, and then the scrolls are like going through her mind to try to find out some information. And this is where we get to meet the scrolls like more than just seeing a face. They sound just like regular humans.
Oh, that guy with the Australian accent.
Guy has an
is just
Australian
insane.
accent.
Even before
Oi.
he gets to Earth.
That's what crikey.
And he's saying Earth things in the movie.
Yeah, he's talking about jazz fingers and
Jazz hands, yeah.
And he's
Jazz
like
hands,
sitting
yeah.
there drinking his soda.
yeah, drinking like a soda. Looks like it's from Whataburger. And it's so off-putting that they all just sound like regular like humans. It's so weird.
You almost expect like a little gargle in their voice, a little bit of
like they're an alien.
yeah, a little bit, just a tiny
Nothing,
bit.
nothing.
I'm trying to think. Then there's then she's talking to Nick Fury after landing on the blockbuster, and there's a lot of stupid crap. Like she's like knocks on there's like a security guard guy. What was your communications things? It's a Radio Shack. Remember that store?
And the thing is,
It
you
keeps
just
happening.
saw her. I don't know if you even saw her go through the bin, but you saw her go out of a blockbuster in the middle of the night when it's already closed. Why don't you call the police? Why don't you do anything
It's
at that point?
Weird. They do, but
It
it's
takes
like
all
the next
day?
morning.
Morning.
It's so weird because maybe it was like 4 a.m. and the sun's about to go up, but they don't really.
You can't tell that.
And also, can we talk about no more '90s puns?
Oh,
my
it's
goodness!
It's every 5 seconds. Every time they do it, look, slow internet connections.
They-
Oh, what did Fury say to her? You, a woman dressed for laser tag. My God, it's so bad.
Do
I grew up in the 90s. I hate it.
Do I need to give you my AOL password
Yeah.
or my AOL whatever thing? Okay.
And then took forever to start up slow internet. Okay, we'll get
The
my
slow
gosh.
internet,
okay.
the Radio Shack, the Blockbuster, the music,
Internet cafe and so much stupid music. Oh my! Towards
Very
the end of the movie,
unnecessary.
there's so horrific.
You do that when it's a bad movie because it doesn't fit. None of it fits. It's
But I guess
ridiculous.
a scroll got the drop on them, shoots and misses them. But this is when she's talking to Fury,
Yeah.
and then she's so condescending to him all the time. You finally asked a question worthy of a answer. What?
Remember,
There's
you
so many
can't
times-
be trusted.
Yeah,
You can't be
there's so many
trusted.
times during this movie I just went, what?
The worst one was when they said, well, clearly the energy has to be in outer space. Well, it's geometry if you knew that. Her friend tells a friggin' scroll that. He wouldn't know that. He's an
An
alien.
alien race that's supposed pretty
Well,
damn
more
advanced.
advanced. Yeah.
And we're a basic human. Like, we haven't even gotten to Interstellar, like, past the moon at this point.
Yeah.
So that scroll that got the drop on them and completely misses from 40 feet away with an energy weapon that's 100% accurate, whatever.
Yeah.
She starts to chase them, and they did that the train scene from the trailers.
Yeah.
Where, oh, looks like an old person. She punched him in the
And
face.
that old lady runs into her. Not the scroll, but a regular. When she's just the old lady, he runs into her before she goes in the sun.
Yeah, if you just by looking at the scene, it looks like the old lady like freaking shoulder checks
Yeah,
her.
what's she doing?
So maybe, oh no, I'm an old lady. But
How would you shoulder check? I could sound like, oh, excuse me, and I kind of like went
but
by.
that's when we get the Stan Lee cameo. See, there's a lot of things I read about. Oh, the cat steals the movie. The cat doesn't do anything.
No,
It's
the cat's
stupid.
stupid.
Oh, the Stan Lee cameo. It has so many implications for the MCU. He was reading a Mallrats script because he was in that movie,
in the 90s, yeah.
and that's it.
It was a little, like, it's a little nice nod. It wasn't this big old. You made it
No.
bigger than it
Yeah,
was.
so everything that everyone's been saying about this movie, like as like a praise, it's not. It's just blah.
I want to know. I'll tell you a better Stanley cameo. It was in the Spider-Verse movie when he's getting in the studio. Go, oh, well, I don't be a hero, but we're all heroes, no matter what. You know,
You
what
put
you're
the mask
wearing
on, you can do the.
See how much better. That's a more memorable scene.
Guess I'm giving him a smile.
Yeah.
So she's chasing the scroll, whatever. They train. It's right out of the French Connection because Fury's following in a car, and it's
Popeye Dial's there too. What is going on?
Gotta get the coke. Oh, the heroin.
Gotta get the heroin.
Gotta get the
Gotta
heroin.
get the H.
And then there's the fake phony scene where you think he loses his eye. from
Yeah,
the
he
scroll
gets
fight.
in, but it's not.
Yeah.
That would have been better, but whatever.
But they kind of stopped the scroll person because one of them was pretending to be Coulson in his
Coulson,
car.
yeah.
So they get into a car accident, and then they do a autopsy on the scroll. But a scroll's another guy at the base, and
Another thing I don't like about this movie, the Skrull act like they're kind of bad at first. That's what they seem like.
Yeah.
Like, why are they acting like this? Why don't they be a little bit more friendly? Like, hey,
especially a race of people they have no idea who they are.
no.
Exactly. Why didn't he like in that one part where he pretends to be the boss, go up to Nick Fury and say, "Hey," and you just transform me like, "Don't shoot me. I need to talk to you."
No, it's again, it's for the twist.
Yeah, but
They end up in a base.
Yeah.
Again, this whole movie, I feel like Captain Marvel. Someone scrambled my memories. They end up in a freaking base, and I
He's
guess that's
one
what
to forget.
the whole Pegasus thing. And they get like locked in a room. Like, oh no! Then Nick Fury like gets the thumbprint off the thing and opens the door, and then there's just Carol Danvers just has that look of like this stupid man's just wasting my time. So he does all that. They get to another door, and then she just blows it open. You just let me go through that thumbprint thing, and you could have just done this the whole time. I didn't want to steal your thunder. No one's laughing.
No, there's not a time to chill
There's
off.
not
We
a
need to get
single
the
joke
mission.
that works in this film. All of the jokes fall completely
I
flat.
don't remember anyone laughing. Really, it was crazy.
yeah, every time there was a joke, I groaned inside.
It's
I was
like,
like,
ugh.
"Oh,
Ugh.
Nothing's
It was
funny.
bad.
Nothing's funny in this movie. Really.
And they're making their way through the thing, and then of course we find out that his boss was a Skrull the whole time.
yeah."
They have a little battle. Captain Marvel has to save him because he's a weak, awful little man.
Yeah.
And
He
they didn't
call-
even see. She didn't even see him go down the hallway, and it's these long hallways.
Yeah, it's like a library. It's so
Yeah, it
stupid.
said they can't see that.
It's not very good.
They find
CG.
information, and they're like, "Oh, she went crazy. She wasn't crazy. She was really a Kree the whole time."
Yeah.
So that lady, that I guess the old doctor lady, was always a Kree. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
They're trying to escape. I guess was it Fury
Fury, yeah.
contacted backup, but I guess the backup's been all infiltrated. So like then Captain Marvel gets all pissy with them. Why did you do that? Well, how was he supposed to know?
I didn't know that.
He's supposed to trust his
And
people.
the other thing is, it's a pager. How did they get through those mountains?
Yeah, it's a super pager.
See, I mean, I understand when we are talking because it's alien technology. Okay, they could get through that, but how would his pager
Just
do
regular shield tech.
Yeah.
Regular
Back
human.
80s shield tech.
that? Yeah.
So, and that's the whole thing. They're running away. They're going to get into a thing. And Captain Marvel does this whole thing where she taps him on the shoulder. Here's my hand. Give me the thing. He's like, what are you doing? Give me the pager. You can't be trusted with it.
Can't be trusted. That's nice. Thank you.
God, that's
We're talking.
You saved it. It almost like you saved his life in that scene just to freaking
Stick it
insult
to
him.
him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate you. You deserve this.
Remember, this
Oh.
was the Vietnam vet, the Cold War operative, hero, probably Medal of Honor, guaranteed. He can't know.
I've never
We
seen
got
Nick
that
Fury
from
be
you.
betrayed so stupidly in my whole life.
Again, I apologize for my scrambled brain. The bar scene that happened before
Oh
this.
yes.
Oh, you gotta ask me a bunch of questions. So like he's like saying all these things from his memories.
But how would she know that?
But exactly. And then she's like, I didn't need you to say that, but it was kind of fun to make you do it. I'm like,
How did you know?
And-
What do you got? Read
And
my
there's,
mind.
and there's multiple scenes where she does this.
yeah, like
it's
she
supposed to
like
be
makes
funny.
she makes Nick Fury jump through hoops just to see him do it,
Yeah.
to be a joke.
It's insane.
It's so stupid.
It's like, and I swear, no one was laughing. It was like,
Scrolls can't do that. The photon blast.
Yeah, he knows that. Again, how would he know that?
And he blew up that guy's jukebox.
yep. No, he's-
Oh,
where did that guy go?
He told me to go take a hike.
Oh,
I don't
did
know.
he?
I have no idea. I don't. Because there was a guy at the bar.
Yeah, it was a guy at the
Now,
bar.
how do they even track her to that place? That's another thing.
I don't know.
This isn't like the technology they have now in Shield. Well, it's not really.
I don't
technically
know.
Shield
I'm
anymore.
always fading in and out.
I think what happened was maybe he looked up her past and knew that, okay, she's from this place, but how would he know what bar
That's a
she
lot
was?
of assumption.
There's
That's
so
all.
much stupid crap.
There's so much bridges you have to make.
See, that happened before they got to the stupid mountain
Yeah.
base. It just went into my mind.
Yeah, we're just. This is so
That's
bad.
when they
with-
first meet Goose the cat,
Yeah,
and it's
the
just
star of
in
the
the
show.
it's just in the base.
Yeah, just walking around.
Just walking around doing his thing, and then that's when Fury just gets all kitty. He's just like, woo! Remember Starfire and Teen Titans Go when she sees a kitty? Ooh, kitty! That's
But
basically
that's
what he
funny.
does.
This isn't.
Well,
pretty
and
much
also,
what he does.
And also, she's a teenager alien person, so it makes kind of sense that she's probably never
She's
seen
a
cat.
noble warrior person.
Man
Like,
thing.
that's-
It's like Bear Man Big.
But again, Nick Fury, you've seen cats before. You know what they are. Why are you acting like this?
They get into
off-putting.
it's not a Quinjet, but it's a Quadjet, but it's totally a Quinjet.
Yeah.
They take off, they get out of there, and the cat's in the back getting pinned to the wall by the high G's.
That's why it won. That's what stole the show, Mike, for that very reason.
That one scene, is that what was the steal?
Yeah, that was
I
the
don't know,
steal.
Mike.
Because I was expecting this cat to do all kinds of things. I
I was-
expected the cat to talk, to like do things, and I don't know, put on a top hat and have a cane and do a little dance.
I was-
something.
I vomited.
It
Is
does
that worth it?
nothing.
I wanted the cat to be the greatest cat in movie cinema history.
The cat stays in the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
So they get away, and they're like, "Oh, we have to find out where this the Pegasus thing was." But the last person to remember would be my co-pilot lady because she was in the picture. So they go to her house down in Mississippi. They get there.
Alabama, but yeah.
Yeah, that was Alabama.
It was Alabama.
Was it?
Greenbow, Alabama? No, it wasn't Greenbow. But it was Alabama.
Why didn't Forrest Gump come running by?
Yeah.
That was in the 90s.
He should have been jogging.
That'd have been so funny. Why not?
That would have been the funniest thing ever. I'd have given it a
Riding the
praise.
Forrest Gump on his little trek across the
Yeah.
country.
He's got a big old beard already.
So they just land at her. I guess she has like a little airfield there, and I'm looking for Monica Rambeau or whatever. And the little girl's like, "Oh, it's Aunt Carol."
her
This
acting
little
is
girl is a horrific actress. She's a kid. Most kid actors suck. This
Yeah.
kid absolutely sucks.
No good. No good.
I'm talking Anakin episode 1 bad. Just horrific.
I would say, you know how Harry Joe Osmond, who's one of the best child actors, this is the opposite of that.
It makes Bree's acting look a little bit better in
Yeah, it
comparison.
does.
She says, gives her a hug and, oh, look, she's back. We thought you were dead, but we knew you weren't. It's just delivering the line. I know she's a kid, but it's just awful.
Yeah.
Very bad.
So she sees her friend. Oh my God, you're really alive! And of course, Carol doesn't remember her. They start reminiscing. They go back to her house, and they're going through pictures, and it goes on for like a long time.
It's weird.
This is just at Christmas and Halloween. It's like she really liked her friend, like
then
really
the way
liked her
talking,
friend.
you
you
can
can
even-
pajamas on Christmas
Yeah, but
Day.
not only that, Ray, as he's talking to her, you could tell there's this weird kind of odd relationship, like it's something.
Are they
I don't know.
lovers?
It's weird.
Why not?
Yeah,
I
Just go
mean,
with it.
Yeah, that makes you mad about Marvel. Just do it then. Just
if we're
say
gonna
that
do
they
it. Just
were.
do it.
It's so funny. Oh, remember you used to come over, Carol. Sometimes you'd be here before I even wake up.
Well, no, there was that one scene where I thought they were gonna pull the trigger, kind of, because remember when she's like reminiscing? It's like, oh, you woke me up from my bed.
yeah,
I'm
we were
thinking-
late because of the test.
But yeah, but they broke it. Oh, it was a test. But I'm thinking like, okay,
Why not just have them together?
Yeah.
Why not? Just do it.
At this point, and then remember, she tells him that she has these powers, and and then well, that's just crazy aliens. And then Nick Fury's trying to tell me, yeah, because they're not supposed to know about that, right? And then she warms up the kettle with her.
Oh
feet.
yeah, look, I can prove it to you. She's like heats up the kettle with her plasma hands.
Yeah.
It's so weird. How does she know that wouldn't just blow it? Like it's so dumb.
blows up shrapnel, kills all of
Yeah,
them.
oh crap!
Oh,
Sorry,
Sorry, you
Auntie,
died.
why did you do this to me?
I think we love this.
This is the picture of us when we went to the hospital.
Yeah, like they
Shows
keep
her.
showing the flashback of the pictures. Maybe it's when he warmed up the tea kettles like 10 minutes ago.
And it's so
Who took
sick.
the picture?
I remember another scene, kind of like on a farm, whatever, when it was Logan. How powerful that was. This is the
So
opposite
beautiful.
of that. This is the opposite.
So
of that.
sad and
Oh, it is.
heartbreaking.
It's awesome.
Nothing like that in this film.
Because, yeah, exactly.
The Skrulls show up,
Yeah.
and then it's the Australian guy. He's like, dingoes, and he just shows up.
And that's when he starts doing the Earth jazz hands
Yeah,
and everything.
hold on to those jazz hands there. And he's like drinking his soda. You don't know when you need to borrow a cup of sugar. What the F?
And then he realizes that maybe I can work with her because she's not really a Skrull. She's Kree. I'm sorry, I'm getting those mixed up. She's really human, so maybe I can work with her.
And that's when we find out the Skrulls aren't the bad guys; they're refugees.
They are bad. They're just as bad as the Kree.
There's a thing with the secret invasion. Yeah. That's the reason why it's called that, because they're bad too.
Yeah.
Between the Kree and the Skrull, they're both bad.
Yeah. And they're both kind of hard to defeat at a certain level, because Kree has the technology, but the Skrull have the sneakiness, the ability to breed into all your government installations and break.
Just read any of the old Fantastic Four comics, you'll see how bad the Skrull are.
And so they have this thing, and she kind of agrees with him. So this guy just convinces her. And then
one shot,
then it's really funny because even they see the cat. He's like, "What the hell is that thing?" And he's like super scared of it. And Carol picks it up and like, "Oh, got the cat." And it's like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
And then
he's like, that's not a cat. It's a whatever the hell alien it is. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They don't believe him.
I know. Because he's really terrified
and he's really good. I understand. If you really think you can work with a woman, you actually had that other woman, because that daughter as a hostage. So it's like, that make you good?
Yeah, that's another thing too.
That's a little odd. That's a little odd.
And he said, like, I wasn't going to do anything, but it's like, dude, you had someone's kid, though.
Yeah.
Pretend to be their mom, by the way.
So they're like, oh, we got to find this Pegasus thing, and that's where the codes, remember, they're trying to get in her brain, that's what the location of the thing, and it's in orbit. I guess she had a space thing in orbit.
Yeah.
Research center.
The ones where her friend had to tell the Skrull, like, you don't know that because it's geometry.
Basic geometry. You freaking idiot, man. You're so stupid. Women forever, and they all high five.
It all gets me. There's no comeback ever.
Yeah,
they just sheepishly turn away.
Right, yeah.
Every male in this movie does that.
Then we get a scene that could have been cute and fun. She's like talking to the daughter because they're going to go up in outer space, and the daughter's like, "Mom, you gotta go. I can't go and leave you alone. I can stay at Grandma's." It's so forced and fake, and it's just.
Not for 1 minute, dude. When these scenes, when they're all of them together, all the quote unquote good guys, doesn't seem like they really like each other. There's no energy. There's no charisma. There's nothing.
There's no weight in a mother having to leave her daughter behind. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. Because what if she died? Now she's going to live in
motherless.
Let's switch it around. Say the mom wanted to go, but the daughter didn't want her to go. She says, "No, I have to do this. Yes. I have to save.
There's something. These people need our help." And all of that. No, the daughter's all for it because she wants mommy to go to outer space and fight aliens.
What makes me mad too is that they always do this positive image of like, oh, you should do it because you were like one of the best pilots. Why don't they use it as like a positive military thing? Like,
no,
hey, I'm defending
it's a personal thing.
Yeah, I'm defending my country. Like, I don't want no.
And then as soon after that, she says, "Oh, I can't," because Daryl can change her suit to any color.
That's the scene I was talking about where I thought it could be a little sweet. She's like, "Well, I'm not going to wear the Kree colors anymore because of the bad guys. Help me pick new colors." And then she's got going through a bunch of different ones, and I guess the
neon light one was kind of funny.
The nods to the old costume, the black and red,
which I liked,
which is kind of fun. And then she does then she sees her shirt. We're on a team, so she does red and blue.
How about the colors of your country that you once served?
Yeah, since I was a pilot for the United States Air Force, I'll pick the red, white, and blue. The gold motif.
No,
it's because that girl happened to be wearing red and blue.
Yeah, we can't give any praise to the military or
the
government. None,
because they were the bad guys. They were the ones. They wouldn't let us fly in real missions.
How do I look? Girl, you look fresh to death. No, she didn't say. She said you look fresh. But she just said fresh to death.
Dressed to the nines, whatever they say, right?
Boy, it's so stupid. And God bless that little girl. You're a horrible actress. Maybe you'll learn. You'll get better. But right now, you suck.
Well, but at least you have an excuse. Unlike Brie, she has no excuse. She's an adult.
Can we also talk about that weird, awkward moment where she keeps praising Brie Larson?
Oh, everyone does.
You were like the best thing even before your powers.
Oh yeah. Then she was like talking to her, and then the emotional validation because the Skrull guy's talking to her. You don't know who I am. I don't even know who I am. Then Rambo has to go up to her. You're so great and wonderful. The big team hug. It's like.
And then he joins in on.
He should have.
Oi, get over here, you blokes! And then he goes, "Why not?"
You're in oi.
Hugh Jackman. You should have turned into Hugh Jackman.
That's what I was saying.
That would have been so funny.
That would have been great.
That would have been sense.
I bet she's watching this. He gets to Australian accent. I didn't get to do when I was Wolverine. I didn't do an Australian accent. And he was Aussie for a while there. What the heck?
And he was alien.
Yeah. An alien with an Australian accent. It is so stupid. So they're going to go to this airspace thingy, the get on there. They get in the ship. Of course, I need a co-pilot. So, of course, the mom goes along with her.
The flat jokes about the Kree. Remember the Skrull? There's like, can all of you guys do that?
Oh, yeah. Like, okay, but they're on their way up to the station. Can you turn into anything? Well, Physiologically, yeah, but it takes, maybe some skill, some practice. Like he's talking like a regular guy.
Another thing I'm going to say, too.
Consider a filing cabinet?
I know, right?
Yeah.
So dumb. Another thing I want to say, too, that's ridiculous. It didn't seem like there wasn't a lot of people in this movie. Didn't it seem like a lot? Besides the train scene, did you see anyone?
Yeah, it was like an empty...
It felt empty. Usually when you see Marvel productions, there's whole cities
it's
and
empty.
people.
It's soulless.
Yeah.
And then, like, what did Nick say to him?
Can you a cat?
Oh, can you turn to a cat? Or if you can turn to a Venus flytrap, I'll give you $50. Like, he would even know what $50 is. I guess if they say when he transforms someone, you get some of their memories.
Some of it,
so, like, I guess he would get some of... But that's so dumb.
But Nick Fury's not the one cracking jokes. That's not his style.
Why would you turn him into a Venus flytrap? Of all the things on the planet, like,
I'd go, can you turn that into objects, like a book or something?
Yeah, so they said, we're going to a filing cabinet. He's like, why would I do that? Can you turn into a dingo?
Dude, a kangaroo?
The damn ruse. So they make it to the space station isn't there. So I guess you had to do some like code thingy to make it like because it was cloaked.
Yeah, it was cloaked.
You're telling me, for 6 years, the Kree left this space station here, just left it there. They didn't come and get it.
And the Tesseract is on the ship, by the way.
Yeah,
insane.
And so you're telling me the Tesseract's energy would have been readable.
Yeah,
and I don't care what cloak you would have.
Wouldn't have been like, the Tesseract corrupted the system, and Danvers the only one that can go in there to go against it with her blaster.
Because she has a connection to it.
It's something, yes. There you go.
Because if you remember from Captain America, Stark's father actually has the thing to track the Tesseract. He actually has that.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, because remember...
We don't know. This movie, it's about today. This movie's today,
Because remember, when he's trying to find Captain America, it's like the signal ends here, which was the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, keep searching. Why can't they use that technology, go around and say, hey, there's a Tesseract energy from space. Let's go find that.
No, shut up.
Yeah.
You're stupid. You don't know anything.
And sorry, Captain America wasn't the first Avenger.
No, he's not. He's not anymore.
He's not anymore.
It was Captain Marvel.
Okay, go on.
They get aboard, and there's like a bunch of like stupid crap. Like there's a Happy Days lunchbox. There's a pinball machine.
Yeah, she's like trying to learn.
I think it might even be a Space Invaders pinball machine, which is even stupider. But
it's
just have one or the other. You have to the Space Invader or
she
not.
She finds the Tesseract and she just picks it up.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
And then puts it into a lunchbox. Here it is. It's a lunchbox. It was a Fonz lunchbox because they jumped the shark. Maybe that's the whole meta.
And then here's another thing. It's even worse. The Skrull are all on the ship.
Yeah.
His wife is on the ship and her kids on the ship. Why don't they just fix the ship and leave?
I don't know. Problem? This is towards the end of the movie, so my mind was already scrambled. So I don't know if they gave a reason for why or how they got there.
I think this is what happened. She found out that the Skrull weren't that bad, so she took them all into her ship
and made a little refugee farm.
Yes,
but why did they still leave though?
This is what they said in the movie. They couldn't bring out a signal because the Kree.
Also, if they fired up the engines, they would find them.
Maybe, but that's just.
But what if the Kree know it's there? Wouldn't they have known that their scientist person had a secret?
But not only that, even if they didn't. Say like they didn't. Well, the galaxy's pretty big. You're telling me the universe pretty big. They would know this little signal out in our system, our little backwater.
Well, maybe they knew that they were monitoring it because she was there.
Maybe, but they don't seem like they did know. That's just so weird.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't really make any sense.
It's dumb.
So the Kree find out and they get down there. They capture everyone. Mm-hmm. They capture Captain Marvel and they make her go talk to the Supreme Mind. What the hell they call it?
Yeah,
it's like it's Supreme Intelligence.
Supreme Intelligence. Yeah.
So they tie her up, and then she's like in this goopy stuff. They put her on her knees, and then she has to go talk to it. And then it's like it's like berating her. Oh, you're so weak. You're so stupid.
And that's Marvel, the one who wanted to protect him. Like they tried to make the person that she respected the most as the bad guy.
And then it like goes to like all her memories again. We get to see the go-kart accident and. Oh, she was baseball and someone threw a wild pitch at her.
That's the reason why she became as Captain Marvel.
Captain America wanted to join the army, wanted to fight the World War, even though he knew he was weak. He wanted to see. He didn't like bullies.
He didn't like bullies, no matter what country they were from.
And all these really great origin stories. Someone told her you suck at baseball.
Yep.
There you go. There's our hero.
Batman lost his parents in front of him, and he wanted to get vengeance against and help the innocent. Crime.
And Peter Parker lost his uncle because he didn't choose to do the right thing
when he had the power to stop that burglar, and he also lost his parents too.
Yep.
Hello.
Another one, Xavier. He wanted to better everyone's life.
Humanity.
He wanted humanity. He knew humans can change,
and coexistence is a possibility. It's a dream, and
look how big these ideals are. No, just because
someone told me I sucked at baseball,
and I couldn't drive a go-kart,
and I couldn't ride a go-kart right. which is apparently true. Because
but again, but that's funny. But if you think about it, SJW, if they were superheroes, that would be the reason for them to be a superhero if they have powers.
So don't throw a wild pitch at me because girls suck.
Yeah, because no men ever get a wild pitch thrown at them ever.
No, nothing. They're privileged. So privileged.
Yeah.
So she's remembering all these things, and then there's like a Nirvana song playing in the background.
Oh, when she's finding the other guy, the Jude Law guy, right?
That's late. No. Remember when she went to talk to the Supreme Intelligence?
It's like
that "Come as you are." It's a great song.
That.
Yeah. But it's like and the music here is great. She's like doing a little dance. It's so stupid.
Oh, I like the leather jackets.
Oh, it's a killer jacket.
You know when you first see Star-Lord and he plays a song and he has that old Walkman and everything? That's charming and endearing. That's none of this
is that.
None of this.
So they're having a little back and forth, and it's all in her head. This is happening. Then she does like a straight up the bad guy lady, the intelligence thing's like shooting an energy beam at her, and then Captain Marvel just like walks through it like she's Broly walking through a Kamehameha.
Yeah, she broke her little inhibitor thing.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm truly free. You try to stop me. She's powering up. Meanwhile, in real life, they see her on her knees all powering up. Kill her. Stab her in the face. Slit her throat. Do something. No, they're just standing there watching her power up.
And we're talking like 5 people. So they all could have stabbed her. They all could have like, hey, get swords ready.
One of them was something that they didn't know was power happened that second. Okay, well, they didn't know.
There was a slow build-up.
And they're all looking at her. I can understand if they were distracted, like one's plotting a course back to Kree.
Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, don't worry. She's trapped. No, they're all staring right at her.
No, they didn't do A or B. They did the stupid thing.
And she stood
there.
And I mean, she glows like a freaking Christmas tree at this point. Do something.
You know the Nebber's breaking down. Stop her. What are you doing?
So she goes Super Saiyan. She goes binary. They don't call it that, but that's what it is from the comics.
And then we get the
she
great
breaks
music.
out. She's beating up everybody, flying around, making stupid jokes. She's sitting on the pipes. Hey guys, then she makes some dumb joke about something. Beats them all up because now she's super powered.
Yeah.
They have no chance.
Did she give her the Tesseract to the...
Oh, yeah. That's when we see that the cat eats it because it has like all these tentacles. Yeah. It's a Pharrelian or something. I don't remember what the hell they called it. So but it just eats the Tesseract. I thought you couldn't touch it.
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
Yes, it is because I'm trying to think
because Red Skull, it transported him to that world.
Oh, but he's just a weird, cool monster cat. He can touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and the only reason why she could touch it is because maybe, like I said, the Tesseract gave her power, so it finds it worthy.
Yeah, but because she's so worthy. Oh, yeah, sure she is.
I don't know how this works, because Red Skull touched it, he was unworthy. I guess Captain Marvel was
I don't know, but does she? So the cat has the Tesseract. She has the lunchbox still, so they think she still has it. Like, what is it, the Hardy Boys?
Yeah.
Oh, it leads you down this way.
You know what's so fun? They have the scanner for the humans. They don't have a scanner for the
Tesseract. There
was
a scanner thing that they were doing. And I brought that up. Like, how come she wasn't scanning people on the train? But I guess she didn't have that tech with her.
Yeah.
But why did they not give it to her? It's the same people. It's the people that brought her down there.
Yeah.
So she's doing this whole fight scene, and she's just beating the hell out of everyone.
It's not even close.
It's not even a close fight. She's just beating the hell out of everyone. Doesn't even worry about nothing. Then, probably the cringiest scene in the history of cinema. No doubts. I'm Just a Girl starts playing because I guess there was a bunch of toys and stuff up there. So it's playing in the actual ship. And she's going around just kicking everyone's butt to I'm just a girl.
Yeah, and the stupid Nerf joke where she's like, because they're like, you always hated me? Yeah, I always hated you.
Yeah, and she shoots her and she didn't know it wasn't a real gun. A little Nerf dart hits her.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't know, but that's okay. But like the rest of it's like, this is so stupid.
And it was that sniper lady.
It was
sniped those guys in the beginning.
But also, you know what's dumb too? Like, you would think Earth guns are that light. Like, it's plastic.
It doesn't.
I know.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
They're fighting, blah, blah, blah. Nick Fury's trying to get everyone off the spaceship. They get caught, but we realize, it's just a Skrull.
That was a good scene. That made sense, yeah.
Because the cat didn't eat him.
They get them all on a jump ship. They take off. Carol's still beating everyone up. They give chase, and then that's when she can realize she can survive atmosphere.
Yeah, she just finds that out.
She survives entering the atmosphere, so whatever. She falls off the ship, and this is probably the worst special effect I've ever seen in a Marvel film. She's falling through the sky, and then she becomes calm, and her eyes light up, and then now she knows she learned to fly.
That's Dr. Strange when he's on the nuclear bomb corner.
Also, that would have been better.
Yeah. Also, it's weird too. How did his gun shoot outside the ship?
Yeah, because I think it was because it's a gravity. Gravity.
Maybe it pulled her,
and then it pulled her off.
Yeah, but that we don't know.
But yeah, she's falling through the sky. I wish I could show the footage.
It's so
bad. It's so bad. It's remember when the Hulk jumped out of the helicopter? Oh, I'm going to turn to the Hulk before I hit the ground. Remember of Ed Norton?
Yeah.
Before he fought the Abomination? That looked better.
And that was kind of bad.
And this looks so funny, stupid.
Yeah.
And this made this year.
And then, so she gets all powered up, Super Saiyan fire hair and everything, and she's just flying around, blowing everything up, and
then they actually get there like a lot of ships. We're talking about this 20 ships.
because Ronan shows up, and he's gonna
Ronan was in communication with him, and a la like Dark Sidious in Star Wars.
Yeah, kill Skywalker. Then he's gonna drop a bunch of bombs on Earth.
Yeah.
But she, just like Superman would like grab a rocket or whatever, it's just like that. She flies up there, grabs one of the bombs, turns it around, throws it into the other bombs, and blows them all up in the sky.
He kills her first.
What if there was some type of nuclear fallout or something?
Yeah, you didn't know it was in
those things.
And also,
no humans saw that.
No one. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, like no one saw like, whoa, there's a big explosion.
Even in the 90s, there'd been satellites and things seeing that stuff. Not so dumb.
So, but anyway, so it blows all that up, right? And then I'm thinking, okay, so are they gonna fight or whatever? And
she flies back down to the planet because Jude Law's little rocket ship thing crash landed, and then they had the stupidest standoff ever.
You guys called it too.
I'm like, Indiana Jones, because no weapons. He puts his gun away until you can beat me hand to hand with the will you've never have learned or something. I'm like, she's just gonna photon blast him. And he goes flying 1,000,000 feet away.
Yeah, it's...
stupid man.
It almost reminds me of the Cell games, with Hercule.
Yeah.
But that was funny because Hercule really...
was a joking idiot character. And you wanted to see him get beat up.
Yeah, not someone that was actually supposed to be somewhat of a villain.
So he's not dead. I wish he would have died.
Yeah, he should have died.
Carol Danvers, Miss Captain Marvel, goes up to him, like talking crap to him, and she puts her hand out. I'm like, you're helping this guy?
Yeah, and he picks him up, so it looks like she's gonna pick him up.
But she's dragging him.
She drags him.
You don't have to drag me, please. That's ridiculous.
But she's the man, and he sucks.
Yeah.
And she throws him back in the shuttle, and she's like, hey, you gotta go back to your homeworld. I can't go back empty-handed. You're not leaving empty-handed. And then he cops to Phil. No, he goes.
That's what
he said.
She goes, you're gonna send a message back because I'm the best, and I'm gonna kick everyone's butt. And she can actually power up the engine with her photon blast.
Yeah, because it wasn't working.
So it's destructive, and it's so stupid.
Mind you, for about only 20 minutes, she's been at full power now, so she knows how to do all these things.
And nothing. She didn't even break in a sweat.
She has the power of the Space Stone, which we know from Captain America has destructive power, and it can have energy to give
it
energy.
can. So she powers up his ship and sends him on his way.
Yeah, so she literally has unlimited power.
So we're not all about, this is how you would have fixed this scene. Wouldn't it have been great because when she flew up there to fight the other ships,
there's a second wave.
She just decimates these Star Destroyers.
They're real big, and she just goes right through them and destroys them.
Yeah. The same ship that they struggle to fight in Guardians of the Galaxy, she takes out in a second.
She just flies right through it.
Yep.
They're like a human torpedo, tears through the whole ship and it blows it up.
I was saying before this, obviously the movie, there's no way she could be Thanos. If she's this strong, she might. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Freaking hell. Here's the thing. Yeah, remember in Guardians of the Galaxy, they were putting up the nets to stop the ship from landing? Captain Marvel could have just flew through there and just killed everyone.
Yeah. She could have probably fought the Accuser with the
Know what she's going to do now, because they told her literally, the Skrull told her, you have to go and help my people, because they're all on these planets. She's going to go to planet to planet to save all of them.
Jesus Christ.
To every planet in the universe to get them all back.
Captain Marvel is Space Jesus.
She is.
And also,
that kicks butt with Michael the Archangel.
So let me get this straight. So she's doing all that. But
for 30 years.
30 years. She wouldn't go back to fight the Accuser when he's going to blow up Xandar?
No. She was too busy making wooden toys for all the kids for Christmas. She's too busy.
So dumb.
Too busy dying for our sins.
The one person, maybe not the supreme leader that did everything to her, but someone in second in command.
What gets me until this point, Marvel's carefully and beautifully to this point orchestrated everything that made sense. It all fit in a cohesion package. The problem with this is, why don't they introduce just in case anything happens, it was a real powerful character that come down to help us. Never mentioned until the last movie.
Because they didn't have it planned.
Of course not. As I said, there was no plan.
There was never a plan for Captain Marvel.
No, there wasn't.
It was like, women are awesome, men suck.
Yeah, exactly.
There's when she this is how I would have fixed it. Everything happens exactly the same. Wouldn't it have been great when she landed before she fought Jude Law? She looks a little tired, and Jude Law would be like, oh, I guess there is a little limit to that power. And she'd be like, but I still got enough to beat you. Just to show, she struggled a little bit. No, she looks like a daisy. I blew up 10 Star Destroyers, blew up all this stuff, fought all these guys, used all this power, didn't break a sweat.
She gets up to the ship where Ronan's at, and she lets him go, get away. Why? Destroy them all.
She's literally floating there.
Yeah, and she like powers up like she's like the second coming, and then they're like, "We'll come back for the weapon." The Tesseract, the woman.
Oh, dumb.
And then she just lets him leave.
Yeah.
Why did she let him leave?
Yeah.
Because that would have broke a timeline.
Would have been made more sense
if she would have done it. It would have been like in Metal Gear Solid, where they're like, "You can't do that because it corrupts the timeline."
You corrupted the timeline.
Yeah, you can't kill Revolver Russell. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
The thing is, wouldn't it have been better if he was like a far away and he was watching this happen,
and then he took off.
Took off like he was like 5 light years away. Like, oh crap, I'm not going to Earth. Look at that.
No, it would have been even better. Like just going off that idea.
Yeah.
Ronan, she's decimated her squad. You have to send reinforcements. You guys are a loss. He just turns it off.
Yeah.
So he was never there, and he just didn't care about his men. Well, I think that
Yeah.
would have worked.
Kind of like what Thanos did to him, which is funny.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would have been awesome.
No, of course not. He had to be there.
She had to float and be all glowy in front of him.
Yeah, I know. So dumb.
Oh my goodness. Then they have a Skrull human barbecue.
When we were making fun of they were going to do that, and they literally did that.
Because after all the Hug Fest, I'm like, what, they have a barbecue now?
And they totally have a barbecue.
And it's so off-putting.
Oh, maybe
none of these people like each other.
Like, you can't stay on Earth. It's too dangerous.
Because they can't look like anything.
Yeah, I never understood that.
She's like, I like being... The Australian's like, I like being your boss. He had really nice eyes. And then the girl's like, don't ever change your eyes. They're so perfect.
Because the parents are talking, and then, so it's the little baby Skrull, not baby, but kid
Skrull talking to
I remember, didn't he get shot before they went on that plane?
Yeah, but it was
but he's okay now. I thought he died.
No, he got shot. That's the problem. We didn't care. We
didn't care.
We didn't.
That's
know
why
him.
I wasn't like it didn't even matter.
We didn't know him, so why do we have any stakes in his life?
You can't put emotional connections if we don't resonate with the characters. You can't.
No, and he was a villain for most of the movie.
Yeah.
Until
he came over to borrow a cup of sugar with jazz hands. That's what he said.
I know.
And then that's when she goes, I won't be back soon, and I upgraded your pager. It can work across galaxies. But only call me in an emergency.
In an emergency.
Like
not during the New York incident. No.
Not during the New York incident. Not when they knew for a fact that Thanos was on his way.
Yeah, do it then.
Exactly. Right after Hulk landed on Earth saying, hey, Thanos is coming, Nick Fury must have got...
No one told Nick, Thanos is coming. Do what you got to do. We need to get everything on the table here.
Nope.
Nothing.
Stupid. Absolutely dumb. That's when we get our 2 credit editing scenes. We get to see the cat. Oh, that's when he gets back to the office, and he's like picking a new eye, because remember, the cat scratched his eye. Oh, you're such a good little kitty.
After he saw what it did, he's having that to his face.
And never telling the Captain America scene.
Oh, yeah, because the scene in Captain America was a Civil War, and he's like, Captain America's talking to Nick Fury. He's like, we're soldiers, we're a team. We can't be just running around doing. We have to trust each other. Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. The cat scratched him. So that whole scene has no weight. It loses everything.
It's still an amazing movie, but now that makes that scene silly.
Yeah, it makes it silly almost. Yeah. Downright silly.
Downright dumb.
That time, I put a peanut butter jelly sandwich and the fork got in my eye. It's like that. Silly, just stupid stuff.
I was eating a shish kebab and I tripped and stabbed myself in the eye. Yeah. Might as well have been that.
Yep.
Or the other bus driver, the Simpson, or that one guy, the Vietnam vet who lost his arm. How'd you lose your arm? No, I lost it because you remember when you stick your hand out in the window? When the school bus, don't ever do that.
Yeah, knocked his arm off.
See, that's funny because that's the Simpsons, but this is supposed to be serious.
Then he's typing up his report about we need to find other beings that are strong because we don't know what we're doing.
Captain America.
But that doesn't count. Captain America did not happen. The movie's called The First Avenger. That means
nothing.
And
what about something of Coulson would have said, well, there was Captain America because he was a fan of his.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been something if he'd have said that?
Or at least saying, hey, we still have the secret, the super serum. We can maybe do stuff with that,
give me something to Captain America. No, that didn't happen.
Then he changed it. I remember Captain Marvel's so cool. I'm calling it the Avengers Initiative. That came from Captain Marvel, not from Captain America.
Yeah, because he looked at a picture and her jet was called the Avenger.
Yeah.
That really almost ruins the name Avenger. Almost does to me.
It kind of does. It puts a tarnish on it.
It does now.
Yeah, because when you say Captain America, the first Avenger, that's the title of it.
And this is why the other actors are ticked off. Is this Johnny Come Lane's going to come in here and be the main hero? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But then we get the cat throwing up the Tesseract, beyond stupid, and then we get the scene from the I guess it's from Endgame where they're like, well, who was Captain Fury contacting? We need to figure this out, and they all turn around and Captain Marvel's there. Where's Agent Fury? That's the end of that.
That's it.
So and she can fly light speed.
Yeah, that's
she's unstoppable. How could? How can anyone fight her?
My goodness, how come Rogue didn't have all these powers?
How can anyone stand against her? So, say part 2. What do you do? You have to do something to depower her.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, unless maybe something in part 2. Maybe that's why she won't be as powerful.
Well, they should never do a Captain Marvel part 2. Never.
She's like signed to like 9 movies.
That's insane. They're gonna have to put her as a back character. I like in the new poster in game. She's kind of in the background where she needs to be.
She should be in the same kind of as Hawkeye. Honestly.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, Hawkeye. Yeah,
Hawkeye.
I agree with that.
And also, there's got to be a movie where they really take away a lot of her powers. She is
something like more. Maybe something after. Okay. So enough with this movie. It's an F.
Yeah, F.
It's a 2 out of 10.
If I had to actually, if I had to use my own money and I wasn't invited out, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
But at least I saved some little money and I got treated. It's the most wonderful film ever.
Yeah.
But okay, she fights Thanos, she beats him, whatever. But it like cracks the one of the stones and she loses a lot of her power.
That would be nice.
I think that maybe they'll do something like that.
Because man,
Make her as strong as Rogue.
That'd she can fly around. She has energy blast.
She's kind of strong.
They didn't really show the energy absorption.
Yeah,
they kind of
did. But
They had a moment they could have shown her when she got hit, but they didn't.
They didn't really play it up. Like she didn't get hit and power up. Something needs to happen where she gets depowered because at this moment she's OP as hell.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I don't
She needs a
understand.
nerf.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to say right now. You're telling me Thanos could take Hulk 1-on-1 and beat him up, but you're telling me Marvel's going to beat
She's stronger than him.
I know. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
There's no way. Hulk is insanely strong.
So I don't think the Hulk would have been at the way he's powered in the MCU. Grab one of those missiles, turn it around, and throw it. I don't think he'd be able to be that strong.
No.
Ridiculous.
He could if the ship got close, he could jump on those ships and probably damage his way in there, but he couldn't stop it and turn it around.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
This movie's like 2 hours plus.
It could have been an hour and a half. He'd been fine.
Yeah.
Hour 20. They didn't need to be 2.5. It was ridiculous, and it just went on and on and on. I don't want to see this anymore. I don't care.
Yeah,
no one's likable in this movie. Nobody.
No one. It only brought characters that we liked down.
Oh yeah, Nick Fury's down. He lost a point for me.
And then Coulson was in it for like 30 seconds in the very beginning and at the very end.
It's ridiculous. He wasn't really in this movie.
It could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Why name drop him?
Yeah, I know, right?
But I have nothing else to say. Any other silly things you remember that?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Let's see here.
Oh, remember when that guy came to the door and he was like, "Oh, I want to see that aircraft you have there. It looks pretty fancy." And then Captain Marvel, she has that sneer in her face. It's probably a Skrull. And she's like, she shocks his hand with her.
Yeah. She's like, oh man, that's
there's no electricity around here.
It would make more sense to have that scanner. Oh yeah, they didn't trust her out of the scanner apparently because they all had it.
Yeah.
The people that were not. And then a scene when they're on the other planet fighting them, and like it was so weird and like I don't what.
Oh
yeah, that opening scene.
Yeah, they're just trying to kill them all, and
the fact that they left that Skrull let her die. I love that scene where remember he pretends to be Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, it's like a distraction.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, you totally let that guy die.
Yeah,
he's going to kill him.
Oh, another stupid thing. When she's explaining who Marvel was, and Nick Fury keeps saying Marvel, it's 2 words. It's Marvel. Marvel sounds better. She all turned at the camera and winked. That's how silly.
This is the dumb writing we got in comic movies. Not even the 90s, from the 80s. This is how bad it is. It's awful. It's not funny.
And also the whole fact that Nick Fury's so chummy with her. He was in with Captain America. He's never that chummy. He's like doing dishes,
or
Tony
Stark. None of that.
None of them.
This is an actual hero.
Yeah,
a real hero in Captain America, who didn't have all this immense power. Remember the scene when he's fighting the Red Skull and they're fighting, he's getting all beat up. He's like, "What makes you so special?" He's like, "I'm not special. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn." Humble. But he's going to keep standing up and he's going to keep fighting. Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel, because you told me no, so I'm going to kill you.
I'm kind of scared in Endgame they're going to really delude the males in this movie for Captain Marvel. And I'm really worried about that.
I think they are. I think this is going to be the new trend.
And it's going to be a bad turn for Marvel if they do that. It really will be. It will start to be the beginning of the end. This will be the first misstep, and
it's the worst film I've seen in theaters in a decade.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and especially considering we're about to get to Endgame. We really want to see.
Yeah,
there's no connections to Endgame here. You don't need to see any of this.
No, you don't need to.
And like I said, at least with Black Panther, that was an okay movie for. I think too is Wakanda's a place, and it was integral in Infinity War. It made sense. It is. Black Panther's a cool character. Like, none of this.
T'Challa's a likable character,
and I like his sister's likable.
Sure, she's like the kid sister.
Yeah.
And Chadwick Boseman, he's a charming man.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
He plays the part well, and he's regal, and he's kind and he's strong, but he's fair.
But he's a fair king.
But see, I can't. Captain Marvel, she's super strong, And she has all kinds of powers.
And she's Gender Blast, but again, then they mention it's all about her powers, not about her.
No.
There's nothing likable.
And the problem is, too, in the whole movie, she's never taken orders well. Never.
She's always sneering at everyone. And
so
how does she get to be an Air Force pilot being like that? There's no way. You have to take orders.
Because she was so good, they couldn't deny her.
Yeah, they couldn't deny her.
Oh, another thing, too, that got me mad, too. Well, and that was stupid. Remember when they were in that ship and they got torpedoed out, Mike? Crimson?
Yeah, like, I guess I think they got shot off.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like in the BS, that first mission, they got to the planet, then they went down to the planet. Instead of like the ship landing, they like, and they went underwater and they got shot out.
Yeah, shot out.
Because I thought that was an outer space scene, but it's not. It was an underwater scene.
I wanted them to go bubble. With a merman sound.
I don't know.
I just feel like this is going to be bad. I don't see her taking orders from Captain America in Endgame. I don't see it happening. She's going to come with her own plan. And
I want her to think she's really cool and she fights out and Thanos kicks her butt. She goes, I'm going to need you guys to help me. Give me that. Please give me that.
Yeah, just give us a scene where she's like, oh, you guys, whatever, you guys don't even know what we're talking about. I'm going to go take care of this guy. She flies up to him. She starts hitting him and stuff, and he's just kind of fighting her. Then she powers up and goes by in there. Okay, I'm done with this. She, like, flies in there, knocks him to the ground, and, like, stands over his body, and he's, like, laying there, and he's like, this is your champion? That's it?
Or how better, yeah, and then it's, like, the reality stone, so he wasn't even fighting
Yeah,
her.
and he just grabs her and, like, freaking tosses her aside.
Give me that, please.
Then they basically have to retreat, and Captain Marvel's like, well, okay, guys, maybe we do have to work together.
Give me that. Give me some humbleness. Just a little bit. Come on.
A little bit.
Can they do
I
it?
doubt it.
I doubt
Another thing, in all these years, she didn't age at all. It's weird.
Yeah, I guess that keeps her young.
Yeah, the Tesseract.
Gotta be young and vital.
Yeah, it's
Vitality.
It's the new aging cream, Tesseract.
Yeah, get it today.
I'm
Your
not just
age-
other dumb lines I'm
You're worth
forgetting.
it.
I'm just trying to think right now. It's just so
It's not.
it's a blurry mess. It's ridiculous.
Well,
I'm already
there's-
forgetting about
There's
it.
just a lot of stupid lines, like when they first meet Nick Fury. Oh, she went that way. Okay, whatever.
Ooh, tries to walk away.
No.
You're dressed for laser tag. Laser tag?
Oh,
You kidding me?
Exactly.
Oh, my mom, like, and again, like the things that could be funny, but they don't know each other well enough, so it just comes off
They weren't-
as stilted.
I mean, it's not like then when she tell him, "Oh yeah, you're probably hard to get along with." How does she know that? She didn't know Nick Fury for a day, not even a day at that point.
It's like 12 hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, she's like, oh, everyone calls me Fury. Well, what does your mom call you? Fury. Fury. And it's like, that would be funny if this was Frank Castle
Yes.
and Nick Fury, because they have a history together, not an hour and a half history.
And also, if you were going to make Nick Fury serious, because then that would have been a funny moment if he was being the straight guy and being like, no, everyone calls me Fury.
Yeah, and he's like, okay,
But he's
what
being the
about
silly
this?
man in this.
Yeah, he's being the goofball.
The thing is, yeah, you could see him do that line with Frank Castle and then getting a couple of beers at a bar. That would make sense.
Yeah.
They're, former military guys.
Yeah,
they know each
talking
other.
war stories.
Yeah. Not her, not Brie Larson.
But yeah, Captain Marvel, higher, faster, further, slower, stupider, and
Straight to
dumber,
hell.
and straight to hell. Straight down the memory hole. I'm forgetting parts of this film.
Yeah.
And I will never watch it again.
Nope.
It will never, my eyeballs will never grace this film ever
I'd
again.
rather watch the latest Fantastic Four. It tells you how bad this movie is.
Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I will watch it one more time on Riff Tracks, because they're going to tear this movie
Oh,
apart.
if they do
yes.
Rip Tracks, I'll watch it just to make fun of it. It'd be great. It'll be the best
Okay.
thing ever.
I had to stop myself from making fun of the film. To be nice to other people in the theaters. I could have cracked all over this film the whole time.
Oi.
I'm dumb.
Oi.
You whispered in my ear a couple times, but that's different because,
Yeah.
hey, this is ridiculous.
But yeah, I'm done with this.
I'm done. I don't want to talk
I
about it.
I don't want to
I'm
talk
done.
F.
Have complete disaster.
So I've been. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I don't have to do more movie reviews like this. I hope the MCU doesn't continue this trend.
But I'm afraid they're going to if Foggy has anything to say about
yeah.
it.
So who knows? I've been your host, Crimson Sen.
Everything PCA?
Native 454.
See you guys
See
later.
you later. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.